Jumping right in at number 9, we have cooking. In old school RuneScape, cooking is literally my favorite skill. I have as of making this video, I have around 130 million XP in cooking, so it's the only skill on this list. There's tons of ingredients, even in the early games. You can do a lot of experimenting and messing around, cooking all sorts of weird different things. Tons of berries available. You can get root vegetables such as potatoes and onions, meat from various creatures, etc. Honestly, the skill's simple, feels rewarding, it's relaxing, and if you like skilling in RuneScape, it's just kind of a fun thing to do. Moving on to number 8 is the soundtrack. Currently the songs are pretty limited, there's only 2 tracks, but they're both pretty good. All the sound effects are very satisfying. The sound of chopping logs, just sounds really good. The sound of mining, just listen to this, it sounds great. Leveling up, you get the fireworks just like RuneScape. The best part about the sound though, to me, is the dragon roars. So you'll be just walking around doing whatever you want to do, and all of a sudden you'll just hear a dragon roar in the sky. And these dragons come through, they'll rain fire all over. We'll talk more about them later, but just the sound of the roar in the distance is just fantastic. Jagex has confirmed that more music is coming, so we have that to look forward to. Pretty excited for it myself. I've always really loved RuneScape music. Look forward to what they come up with. Sliding right into the number 7 spot is the just sheer abundance of raw materials. Especially right when you start this game, there are tons of rocks, sticks, berries, everything you basically need. You have to drink water in this game, but water is, available everywhere pretty much. There's little lakes and ponds you can gather an unlimited amount from any water source, so it's not too bad. It's nice if you're a few rocks or sticks short, from crafting something. You can just pick them up on the ground. You don't have to worry about having to pull out your pickaxe and mine or chop down an entire forest just to get one stick. You can easily fill your entire inventory just while traveling from one spot to another, just from picking up everything on the ground while you walk. Later on, things feel a little bit more scarce. Tin, specifically for me, I could not find that anywhere. It was very frustrating. I would find tons of copper and just no tin, which the balance seems like it needs a little bit of work, but even with the lack of tin, it's nice to not feel like you're struggling right off the bat trying to gather things. Everything's just pretty readily available. Moving on to 6, the aesthetics. To me, honestly, this game just looks pretty good. It feels almost like a cozy game, just the kind of the vibe that you get. The water looks decent, lighting feels good, and I really love the design of the creatures. The deer, all the enemies that you fight, the goblins, the dragons, everything just looks really good. And it's not a AAA game. The game knows that, it doesn't try too hard, and to me, I think that's perfectly fine. Games can be pretty and not have to feel ultra realistic, and RuneScape Dragonwilds does this very well, in my opinion. Crashing into number 5, sometimes literally, is one of my favorite surprises in RuneScape Dragonwilds, and that's the random dragon attacks. I mentioned this a little bit in the sound, but it's really one of the best parts of the game. The first time it happened, I was scared. I heard the dragon roar overhead and was terrified that it was just going to straight murder me and I would lose everything. But it's not too dangerous. It just rains some acid on the ground and you just avoid it. It can be a little bit annoying if you're trying to accomplish something, but it's just still pretty cool. It makes the world feel alive and threatening, you never know when it's going to happen. It seems like a pretty small thing, but it really adds atmosphere to the game. The thing I like the most about it is, eventually you and this thing are throwing down. This is going to be a fight, and it's something to look forward to. Before we move on, just wanted to take a moment to say like and subscribe. It means a lot, helps me out a ton, and I'll be doing a lot more videos like this and other random gaming videos in the future, so I appreciate you watching. Finally getting into the really good stuff, we're going to number 4, which is the combat. Just in general, I think the combat in this game feels good. It's fun, that's the most important part. You have the same combat trio as normal RuneScape. You have your melee, range, and magic. Currently, as of making this video, as the game's still in early access, ranged and magic are still coming soon. But you can still use them in the basic form. You can use a bow and cast a couple of spells. You just can't really level them up. Range is nice because it can one-shot deer. At first I was struggling trying to figure out how to kill them because one of the quests asks you to kill a deer, and trying to chase them down is near impossible and smack them with something. So until I was able to craft a bow, then they just die in one shot and it makes way more sense. can kind of hop around and dodge while firing in between shots, so it's pretty maneuverable. Great for initiating fights or just trying to kite something back. Magic feels stronger. It's a bit slower and less mobile than range. To use magic attacks, you have to have a staff. There's currently only a couple, but I'm sure they'll add more later. Since melee is the only levelable skill currently, it's kind of the most fleshed out. When you level up melee, your attacks cost less stamina. It doesn't seem to make that big of a difference though. The amount's really small. I think it's like 1% per level. So even in the mid levels, you run out of stamina really quick while fighting, which is a little bit frustrating. Honestly, melee feels the weakest of the three, even though you can level it and you can't level the other ones. But all the gripes aside, it's fun to fight. That's really what matters, and combat just adds a lot to the game. It's fun. Down to the top 3 now, we have just the skilling system in general. Currently, there's 9 skills. You have attack, mining, woodcutting, artisan, construction, cooking, runecrafting, magic, and ranged. Again, those latter 2 are coming soon, so you can't level them, but they still show up in the skills menu. Just like in Runescape proper, the skills all interact with each other. You know, mining and murdering things, you get crafting materials. You cut down trees for construction materials, which you can also craft with wood as well. Mining, runecrafting, and magic are all kind of connected as you mine the rune essence, craft the runes, and then you could level your magic eventually by using spells from the runes that you crafted. Just like in Runescape, leveling gives you that familiar dopamine rush. It's the bread and butter of Runescape, the skilling system. Always has been, always will be. It feels the same here. I'm maxed in old school RuneScape, so obviously skilling is huge to me. Skilling was my favorite part of old school RuneScape, still is. Like I said, I have 130 million XP in cooking. It's what I like to do, so it's important in this game to me. Almost at the end now, at the number 2 spot we have quests. Now, my experience in survival games is fairly limited. I played a decent amount of Minecraft and a little bit of Palworld, but overall I just don't play a ton of survival games. I never know what to do when I play survival games. I feel like I don't have direction. I just kind of get lost or bored and I move on to other things. So I feel like quests in this game, it helps bridge the gap, helps give me direction, and I think that matters a lot. The tutorial quests are optional, but they're helpful to get started, but it's also nice that they're skippable, so you don't have to do them more than once. There's currently basically one long main quest and a few side quests scattered throughout the world. You kind of find them just naturally while you're exploring. They add flavor to the world, make it feel alive, and they're pretty nice. A nice little touch. Also, this game has a wise old man. If you play RuneScape, that's all you need to know. It's great. Finally, here at number 1 is spells. Now, spells in Runescape Dragonwilds aren't necessarily linked to the magic skill. You unlock spells in this game actually as you level up other skills. One example is Astral Projection. You unlock Astral Projection at level 11 woodcutting, and basically it sends a spectral axe forward and cuts down a whole bunch of trees with just one spell, compared to having to individually knock them down with multiple swings of your axe. It's way faster, it saves a ton of time. Most of these spells are game-changing abilities, and they make this game stick out and feel unique compared to other games. There's some utility, there's a couple enchant weapon spells. You can enchant your weapon with air, which gives you increased attack speed. You can enchant it with fire for increased damage and a burning effect. You have spells like Fire Spirit, which summons a light source, so you don't need to carry a torch with you. Another incredible spell is Eye of Oculus. It lets you build from a bird's eye view, so you don't have to manually walk around and build things, and it helps build bigger structures a lot more easy. My favorite of these spells though is Splinter. So when you knock down a tree, you have to overhead chop the log, and it's very frustrating. The logs can roll down hills, you have to chase them sometimes, and as you break them, it breaks into smaller pieces, and you have to just keep chopping and chopping and chopping. But once you unlock Splinter, you just cast it on the downed tree, and it just blows up into wood. And it's that simple. It saves so much time, it's ridiculous. I think the spells in this game really set it apart. All of them have found use for it, and I'm sure there's going to be more later that just save tons of time, tons of utility, and are just super fun to use. Thanks for watching the full video. I'm really excited about what's to come in this game. There are a lot of good things already, but I feel like it can only get better. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. It means the world to me if you subscribe as well. I'm still pretty new to YouTube. Every subscription helps a lot. Likes, comments, anything. I appreciate it very much. I hope you have a good one, and let me know what other kind of content you want to see.